Hari Om, Namaskar to all of you. Hey Janardana. I remember a story that was told to me long back by my master, Aramadan. I just want to share with you. Some fables you might have heard, where the fox goes and it wants to pluck the grapes. The grapes are hanging, it's up and it jumps. But unfortunately, it is not able to get it. So the fox or the jackal, whatever you call it, attributes are almost the same. Then finally it says, no, these grapes are sour. I don't want to take it. And goes away. This story is a very nice story in Aesop fables. But Aramadan had his own interpretation of that, which really opens our eyes. He says, the jackal very well knows that other animals are watching it. All other animals are suspiciously watching the jackal. They know very well the jackal is coming. So they are just watching the reaction or the action of the jackal. And they want to deduce probably the quantum of cunningness or something, we don't know. Okay. What he says is, since all the other animals are watching it, the jackal said, no, these grapes are sour. Jackals like sour grapes. So it wanted to say that through that act, it was just jumping and it was pretending as though it is not able to get the grapes, because it wanted to not to reveal its cunningness to the other animals. So it wanted the other animals to know that this is not a jackal, this is something else. And hence it makes a statement. Please remember, among humans also there are some jackals. What they really like, they will say they don't like because others are watching. Just to mislead. Human mind is very tricky. Most of the human mind is very tricky. Okay. And that too, if somebody is only using the mind, and rarely he has a heart. Of course, I am not talking of the physical heart. Physical heart everybody has. Okay. When you mean the heart, it's more the love, the compassion, the giving. That is the real heart. Heart is very compassionate. They named those things as the heart because the heart is always, it has to give. Something comes in, it purifies and it gives away. So such people, whatever money they earn, etc., they will hold it as a trustee of the money and not as the owner, even though they have worked for it and they have earned it. They will not claim that they are the owner thereof, and they will hold the money even though that is a money which was earned by them. They will not claim ownership, But they will hold it as a trustee and spend it for human cause. I don't say in their entire salary, something, at least 50% of the salary. May look aghast for you, 50% when I say. But suppose in your salary 1 month, your wife, your husband or son or daughter or brother or sister is going to ask you something which will cost 50% of your salary. Since you love them a lot, you will go any extent to get it for them. At that point of time, you do not think that it is 50%. When it comes to charity, when it comes to religious things, when the Guru says that, when the masters say, then you think that, no, 50% how I can afford? I have a family. When it was one of the family members, you spent it. At that point of time, what were you going to do for other family members when you are obliged to one member itself with 50%? With the rest of 50%, you may have to do so many things and then give so many things to so many people in the family. But because you like the person, so you went ahead. But when it comes to anything charitable, anything religious, the human mind says, no, 50% is very high. We cannot, because it is outside the purview of the family. At least I am happy you spend it for the family. Because there are people who don't spend for the family, who don't take care of the family, though they earn a lot. I know very well you don't belong to that category. So you will share with the family. That's where I told somebody, along with your family members, please consider me as also a member, maybe the last member. I don't claim that seniority. Let me be the junior most, but include me in the family. Human mind is very tricky. It is one side, it will say, I want to do this, I want to do that. People will make tall talks. But when it comes to money, the mind plays tricks. Because you have earned it, you have worked for it, you have put labor into it. So it is yours. That's the kind of mentality most of us have. And we will pretend like the jackal. We will pretend that we do not have money. We will pretend that our expenses are more. We will pretend that the commitments and responsibilities for us is very high. Actually, we don't take any responsibility. When it comes to justification, we will project the responsibility. Very beautiful. See how the mind plays tricks. Like the jackal saying, no, these grapes are not good. They are sour. Sour grapes jackals like. In order to show to the world, it pretends as though it is not the jackal. The same pretension. Many of us have pretension. We will pretend. Yes. That's the role of the mind. But if the heart is above the mind functions very religiously. Heart is the Bhagavan. And the mind becomes the Poojaya. He does aradhana to the Bhagavan. He loves Bhagavan to that extent. Whatever the Bhagavan says, heart, the Poojaya mind accepts it and executes it. If mind is going to be the Poojari, the role of the mind will be totally different. It will not have heart. It will say, heart is under me. You go to the temple, the Poojari will say, not all. Some of them have the audacity to say, we cannot open the temple for you, especially now. Though it may be within the towers. Sometimes I have seen in temples nowadays, even big, they have all read a lot of shastras, sampradayas, they know agama shastra, they know how to conduct the rituals, they know how to do kumbhabhishekam, they know how to do, samprokshanam, whatever you call it, kumbhabhishekam, samprokshanam, everything is one. They know everything. They know the stotras, they know the slokas, they will sing all the beautiful songs of Alvar Acharyas or the Saivite saints. Everything will be there. Everything will be there. And please remember that those songs will be very melodious. Very melodious. You will be really mesmerized the way they sing. Please remember, this is Kali Yuga. Sometimes even jackals will recite Vedas. Suppose you are blessed with that consciousness. By mere sight you will know what it is. By looking. Just by looking. You will know, is this the jackal which is singing the Vedas? Or is it a very genuine Pandit, a very genuine priest who has mastered and who has kept heart as his master? And he has kept the mind below it. Whatever he does will be pure, absolutely pure. But rarely we come across such people. Every person comes with some preconceived notion. There is nobody in this world who do not have presumptions and assumptions. Only thing is, degree will vary from person to person. The wise man will always laugh when he looks at them. Superiority, sometimes even they will fight among themselves also. Because it's a normal human tendency. Authority. There are rules that only these people can go inside the sanctum sanctorum, and same, they may be also priests. No, they cannot come. Some people can touch the idol, some people cannot touch, because the people who are allowed to touch are for generations have been doing, and it has come from father to son, so they have got more authority to touch, and not the people who have been directly recruited. Something like, you at home, it is mine. Sometimes public properties become private properties. So they used to do that. Of course, there are good people, good priests. I am not talking about them. I am talking about the hand. At least 50% are like that. 50% may not be like that. Today greed has come. And authority. You cannot say, only I will say. See, one beggar, he went and outside, he stood, he wanted something to eat, some food. So he said, Bhavati Bhiksham Degi, Ma, भूख लग रहा है थोड़ा खाना दे दो ना, please give me food. That day mother-in-law was not there, daughter-in-law was there. She said, no, I can't give, please go. He was coming, mother-in-law was coming on the opposite side. She asked, did you go home? He said, yes. What happened? No, your daughter-in-law said that I can't give, so I have come back. She told you like that? It's very bad. She's not supposed to be like that. Why did she say like that? I never expected her to behave like this. Come home. The beggar was very happy. Finally, he is going to get food. Lunch that afternoon. He came. He stood. She just went inside, turned back and told, no food, go back. Even to say no, only mother-in-law can say, not daughter-in-law. It is under my authority. The ego to that extent. Ego to that extent. All mind games. How to come out of it? Somebody asked me, how to come out of it? I said, suppose you are caught somewhere and you are not able to come out of it in the normal way, then you will try somehow to come out of it because that situation may be dangerous. Maybe, you don't. It may be dangerous. So you want to come out of it, that's all, nothing more. That's all. At that time, your mind will work in 360 degrees, it will work. Not selective. At that time, it will just keep on working to find out, because that becomes a necessity for you at that point of time to escape. When I say you, I don't mean you, I. For better conversation I am talking. Neither I nor you. I mean. Just take it. I know you won't mess with this one. It's not you, but generally. So that it will have better understanding, that's all. Nothing more. So mind makes all this game. Heart is full of love, compassion, nothing else. There is a story somewhere from Israel. See, the lover, the girl said, unless you bring the heart of your mother, I will not marry you. So he went to the mother and said, Mom, please, if I have to marry my lover, she wants your heart. Otherwise she won't marry me. Please, kindly give me. Mother. There cannot be anything bigger than mother, because a mother is full of motherliness. If mother is not full of motherliness, then even though she is a mother, she is not a mother. There may be somebody who may be a male also, but you can find motherliness in him. Such a person is a real mother. So, here we saw the mother was a real mother. So, don't worry my son, you want only the heart. I want you to get married, that's all. I am not bothered. Anyhow, I am in the evening of life. Today or tomorrow, I must go off. Okay. So please. So, okay, TK? All right. She took a knife. She cut, gave him. She fell down dead. He took the heart. He started running towards his lover to give it to her. So that he was running with the heart. Hey, go slow, yaar. You will fall down. You should not fall down and hurt yourself. Just who is talking? Nobody. The heart was talking. See the mother's heart. That's why heart is superior. Because it is full of motherliness. Mind is more father. Mind is more male. Heart is female. Please remember once again, I don't mean the external male or the female. I mean the inner part of oneself. Every person, whether he is a male or a female, will have both the qualities. Some people who have males will have 80% of female quality and 20% of male quality. Even though he is a male, whereas a female may have 80% of male quality and only 20%. We can see all these nowadays. Nowadays it's more visible. Okay. But generally, a female means mild, not wild. It is mild. In that mildness comes love, compassion. That mildness leads to a lot of joy in the family, a lot of togetherness in the family. If you have some discussions at home, you can always find the way we discuss. You can find the views of the father, you can find the views of the mother, you can find the views of the sister, brother, and all other maybe family members. When you hit extended family, grandfather, grandmother, when you all talk, when you just observe, among them you will know that there will be somebody very mild, very compassionate, very loving. When you look at them, you will feel that you have reached home and they are the real people. Even though they are a part of your family, they are your blood, that feeling doesn't come with everybody. It comes only with that person who carries that motherliness. So heart is full of motherliness. Mind is full of not only fatherliness, it's something more also, beyond. Mind should always be under the guidance of heart. Heart should guide the mind. And mind should not rule the heart. If the mind is ruling the heart, such a person will be a ruthless person. Such a person will go to any extent to do anything damaging, not only to himself, family, even to the society and to this Desha, Bharata Desha. So, that is where compassion comes. Compassion is more very mild. Of course, yes. Just because you are mild, just because you are full of heart, you should also not be taken for granted. Listen. So, you must be as mild as the water. You see the water when it flows very normally. I am not talking about floods. Generally, it will have a lot of eloquence and elegance. That water, please take a knife and try to stab it. You can't do it. It's not possible. It's mild. It's gentle. You have a sharp knife. You cannot kill it. There are people who are full of heart, but at the same time, they also cannot be taken for granted. Just because somebody is full of heart doesn't mean that you can take him for granted or take her for granted, whoever it is. A heartful person is it different? A mindful person is different. Full of mind and full of heart is totally different. That is why one has to always go by the heart. Allow the heart, please remember. Whether it is the horizontal side, say these two hands are horizontal, this is the vertical aspect, this is the horizontal side, this or this, heart is in the junction. This and this. Heart is the junction. The horizontal development is material. The vertical development is spirituality. These two meets, this cross, these two meets in the cross. So whether it is material development or spiritual development, one should go by the heart. Suppose there is a practice, a particular practice, which is stated in the religion and very traditional people are doing it. It is said that this has to be done every day. Every day morning Sandhyavandanam should be done. Every day, if you are married, you should do Upasanam. Every day, if you are a bachelor, you should do Samhita Danam. So like that, it is there and you have been doing it, etc. Fine. You are not able to do sometimes. Though it is good, you are not able to do because your health is not well or office mein kuch hai, gadbad, or something else you have to attend, or some elder is laid up, you have to be with him, so you are not able to do regularly. Very well learned people who are full of wisdom and knowledge, when you go and tell them, sir, you have taught me everything, but I want to tell you, whatever you have taught, I have tried, but nowadays I am not able to do. What am I supposed to do? I feel very guilty about it. The wise man can always understand your difficulties, your problems, and he will give a suggestion accordingly as to how to go about it. First thing he will do, he will say is don't feel guilty. It's all Lord's will. Even if you plan 100 times, 1,000 times, million times, unless Bhagavan wills, even a good thing cannot be done. He will be very clear because he is a person of equanimity of mind, a person of total balance, person of a lot of experience, and one who has learned out of that experience in the way in which it has to be learned. Such a person will be a wise man, a man of wisdom. There are some people who are very learned. I am not talking about them. Unfortunately, they have never gone as per what Krishna said in Bhagavad Gita, Vidya Vinaya Sambannaya Brahmane Gavihastini Shuni Chaiva Swapakecha Pandita Samadarshana. They will read Gita, they will explain Gita to everybody, but when it comes to them, they will not implement Gita. There are some people who do not know Gita, but they do this. They do this. They are very balanced. Everybody, when theory of relativity was formed by Albert Einstein, everybody went to him and said, we are also physicists. We were with you and all, so many experiments we have conducted with you and all, but why this particular point, which is so wonderful? did not come to us. And how come you got that idea? Even though we are all equally experienced, even though we are all working in the same area and we all know each other, we have all, probably they would have done joint preparations also. All those things would have happened in the college days or school days, we don't know. All that we have done together, but how is it you were able to get it? Albert Einstein is not something he's not a believer of God, he's a physicist, absolute physicist. And he is very rational in thinking. He's a rationalist. You know what reply he gave? He said, in the system of nature, everything is already available. I just had a chance to pick it up. See the Vinayam of Einstein. Despite studying Vedas, Puranas, being conditioned right from the younger days about good, bad, right, wrong, we don't get that. Most of the time our ego doesn't accept that. It is already available and we were given a chance to pick it up. Our ego will not allow us to accept. When it is success, it is ours, and when it is defeat, it is Bhagavan's. You see the kind of audacity what we have. Very audacity. Because heart is not functioning. Heart is not caring. Heart is not absolutely functioning at all in such cases. Such people are absolutely selfish and they will do anything to achieve their self-interest. But they will pose as though they are very good. Like the jackal, they will say certain things by which they will try to impress you that they are very good, they are very honest, they are down to earth, they are full of knowledge, all these things. Please remember, behind that there will be an agenda. Unless you are conscious, you cannot find out such people, even among the so-called learned group. A person unpad, a person who has not read anything, absolutely, he doesn't know anything. A very normal man. A farmer, you see some farmers, even today you go to village, of course, nowadays even villages improved well. They have better knowledge, but still in village you can, today also in Bharata Desham, you can find a lot of innocence. They are so innocent. I will tell you, somewhere south, my friend is a doctor, I went to see him. Oh, I wanted to visit actually his clinic. Long since he has been calling me, I was going that side, Prashnam was there. Because unless Prashnam is there, I won't enter a place. Even though I may be walking outside the house, but I cannot enter inside. Yeah, I cannot enter inside. I need, as a prayogi, we have to take Prashnam for anything and everything. So, that was there. So I entered, I just saw the board there. The board, his name is written and it is also written MBBS MD. Then I asked him, MD you dal sakte na? You can put MD. Why are you putting MBBS and MD? Then he said, Guruji, you don't know. In this town, there is one more doctor other than me. He is putting MBBS. I was putting MD only. People said he has 4 letters, you have only 2 letters. So a lot of everybody was going there. So I had to necessarily put 4 and then put MD so that it becomes 6. So innocent. Even in village such people are there. Very good people. But the people of the mind will go and poison them and spoil that innocence. We cannot afford to have innocent people in this world because We want everyone to be informed, everyone to have knowledge and become a jackal. If your knowledge is going to make you a jackal, there is no necessity of having that knowledge. The knowledge should really mean, knowledge is more for service. Knowledge is not for anything else, it is for service. Absolutely, knowledge is service. Nothing more. If you have knowledge, of course I don't say you should not earn money. Earn money, but do service. What good service you can do. Any service, anything. I'm not saying only this service, that service. Whatever is appealing to you, which will be useful to not just yourself, others. Whatever you act, whatever you do must be useful. Must be useful to others. Must be useful to this Bharata Desha. That's why I keep saying, never ever do anything that will affect this country. Of course, many people migrate, go, I have nothing to say. That is their choice. Some people go, still keep coming, going. Sometimes I really pity them. They struggle. Even in the West, I have seen our people. Some of them are very good. In the sense, they have not lost that flavor of Indian flavor, has not lost. Okay. But some are totally lost in the crowd. And they have lost their identity. And they are today having a false identity. And they think that is their identity. I pity them really. I pity them. Okay, thank you very much. God bless you. Just felt like talking to you. Bye.